going to be a good fight. To be fair, there's a mess about what contracts, what no one's letting me speak about, so I'm going to try on here. We've signed for a 12-round fight, and they're trying to push it for a 10-round. They're doing everything they can, and I'm not budging. I'm having a 12-round fight, and this is what I tried to do it on. Gloves are off. They won't let me speak about it, and on Sky Sports, they didn't air my interview. This is the problem we're having, is that I've signed a 12-round contract fight. When I was signing contracts, I thought, he couldn't barely get through 5 rounds. This was weird. So, like, a couple of weeks went by, and, like, they tried to send another contract for a 10-rounder. So that shows me the confidence levels. I'm ready for 15 rounds.
So you want 12 rounds, and Ben Shalom and Whitaker want 10, is that right?
Well, it's signed for 12 rounds. There's been a mistake there where now they thought they've sent me a 10-round contract on my knowing, and really it's a 12-rounder. Because when I was signing it, I thought, 12 round, that suits us, that. They must be mad. So we've signed it, sent it back, and they're like, can we do a 10-rounder now?
Have they signed it, Liam?
Yeah. I tried speaking about it, and it's like, it's mad boxing. They only put out what they want.
Who's representing you? Is it Queensbury, Liam?
Queensbury.
Right, so what's Frank saying about it then?
He's just saying that we're not budging, no matter what.
Well, if they've signed a contract, and you signed a contract, you don't have to budge, do you? It's a 12-round fight. He's a Sky fighter. You want to be on Sky as well because it suits you as well. I wanted to ask you, Liam, has it been a battle to get him to fight you again? Because there was I know you think he swallowed it. A lot of people think he did as well. I know he was sitting in a press conference with you, giving it the big and eating his food and being a bit disrespectful and dismissive of you. But have you had to drag him into this fight? Because a lot of people there was no noise coming from Ben, no response. And the first time we've heard him was back in conversation with you when the fight's been announced. Have you dragged him back into this fight?
Well, we've done some kind of stunts, calling him out, putting videos together, and the fans have really backed me, and everyone's backed me, and I think it's one of them fights. He's got to fight me to move forward. Did I think it was going to happen? No. We're actually going to fight someone else on 10th of May. But then the contracts came, the 12-round contract.
And that is Liam Cameron. And Liam is stating that Ben Shalom and Ben Whitaker, they're trying to change the fight to 10 rounds instead of 12. And Liam is not budging. And to counterpunch, he shouldn't. Because, see, if Ben Shalom sent him the wrong contract with the wrong amount of rounds on it, that's on him. It's on him. And, and I know Ben Whitaker is a guy that I think that he doesn't feel that he is ready for that type of fight. If you look at his box rec, right? He's only had 8 fights. So I know that's why they're trying to minimize the amount of rounds, because he's not on that level. So if it's a deal breaker for him not wanting to fight 12 rounds, that just means he's not prepared and they don't have the faith in him. And which is cool, because I think with someone with 9 fights, or this is his 10th fight, since that fight was a draw, and he's had 9 wins and whatever knockouts, I think that they just decided to go in another direction. Now, what does surprise me is they did actually sign a contract to fight Liam Cameron again. So, to say the least, that's encouraging news for anybody that supports Ben Whitaker, on the flip side, because, he didn't have to fight him again. It was a draw. He could move on, or they could, start it in another direction or whatever. So they decided to pick off where they left off. I just think it is amateur night, though, with the contracts, because anybody that had any type of professional sense, Ben Shalom, should have saw that, hey, this shit is for 12 rounds. We want 10. I don't think our guy is ready for 10 rounds. He's never been 12 rounds. So, you know what I mean? Why would we sign a contract for 12 rounds? So, we'll see what transpires between the two. It doesn't look good, especially for Team Whitaker, because, they were the ones that did respond with a contract that they did in return send over for Team Cameron to sign. So, it says a lot, though. But you guys tell me what you think of Liam Smith stating that these guys are trying to renege on the contract that they signed, that they sent over, and I've signed back, and I've sent back over. Of course, please subscribe, and you guys been Counterpunch.